Good evening, Speed Gaming, and ooh, look out. It looks like some spooky, scary dry bones have invaded the Mushroom Kingdom this time, as we have a very spooktacular edition of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer coming your way tonight. Our four restreamed runners, Teeks88, Ratboy, Macobra52, and Japezu. And there are runners off restream as well. And I'm Leslie Pro. Tonight joined by Dust Minion. How you doing tonight?
Doing fine. We've got three other runners aside from these four. And yeah. And I guess since we set our racers off and we can explain what all this is. I mean, it's Halloween, so we got a bit of a spooky, scary graphics hack for tonight. It's purely cosmetic. Makes no changes to the gameplay at all.
Might make things interesting if you're trying to figure out if you have fire or if you don't.
And also if your cursor's on one player or not. So anyway,
Yeah.
our our flag set for tonight. We did one change. It's going to be what we've been playing for the past two tournaments, which is the whole all non-4 stages are question marks, no end card game. Some boulders in worlds 2, 3, and 4 are gone. The sun starts up sooner, and the standard all worlds levels being shuffled, along with items and enemies and such. But we added one other thing. You wanted faster boss pass? You got it.
And that's as scary as it gets for Halloween. Oh, we're counting down, chat. Quick, world order. For what world, I should have said, excuse me. Because I know somebody's going to say RWO, but that ain't going to happen. We are starting in World 6. Oh, no.
Already a spooky level to start with.
7-6. This is spooky enough to have when you're small, but when you can't do the clip because it's the first level, yeah, not good. And Rat Boy takes the first fall.
And of course,
Oh, the other level's 7-1. Oh, if that does not say the game knows, I don't know what does.
that is precious. And Japezu learned the same hard truth.
No power-ups, no way around this. Oh, there's just only one thing to do, and that is just take the ride.
Alright, Makobo's the first to leave this very bad place. Oh no!
Something happened. I didn't see it as Macobra's found the pyramid.
Yeah, Rat Boy fell a great height and lost some progress.
That's very unfortunate. You hate to see it. Especially on this other vertical level, because that doesn't end well. Oh, Teeks got a star and got trolled.
I swear 50% of the time that block has it. Has a star.
I feel like that's a bit more in the first world, because I swear some of these seeds give out stars out the wazoo in World 1.
Okay. No, it's interesting with this completely monochrome palette. It's now a guessing game on what the. It's no longer easy to tell what level it is on first glance.
Yeah, and you can't even see the water in, say, 3-4, for example. Well,
Well,
Cheeks, you get to P-Wing 3F2.
oh, unfortunately, I mean, when you grab a shell and then grab a star, you destroy the shell when you kick it.
Yeah, so you might want to not have that star on for that. Just saying.
Okay, there's two other bros. That one is a star.
And
And
Rat
Rat
Boy's
Boy's.
getting a 5-star frog splash for lives. I mean, when you're down to like 2 lives or less, I feel that that's a good play just to get lives back. Looks like that 3F2 is required as Macobra saw a lock in the path.
Yeah, so hard to tell who's in the lead so far. Because pretty much a lot of people were. Everyone was completely thrown off by sub and 6 and sub and 1 together.
Now, another interesting thing about this hack is this particular hammer bro layout. Interesting to tell.
And here's Boss Bass. Remember, he is faster than normal, so he will catch up to you. You cannot outrun it.
At P speed, you might be able to tie it, but you're not getting away.
No, you can't. You can't tie him. He is faster. And, there he is. Alright, Macobra found Niagara Falls.
Good luck seeing where the waterfalls are. If this is your first time playing this rando and you're playing this hack, I feel bad. And there's 5 up from Teeps.
And Macobra is the first to make it to an airship that has color.
Well, to be fair, I mean, when the background's black, I mean, the blue does create a nice offset.
That wacky, those wacky Koopalings.
Wow, and
There's wacky.
Lemmy coming to play full 5 hits.
And
But
Peaks gets the
Teeks
fire
gets a
kill.
fire kill. That'll close the gap between him and Macobra.
So, first class for Rat Boy.
Love to see it.
P-Wing from Peach. And now in Waterland.
with 2 forts right up front, a level and 2 pipes, and the pipes, of course, they connect to each other. If that doesn't say the game knows, then I don't know what even constitutes it anymore.
Eeks and Makobo are neck and neck.
And it's a double fire kill.
And that's a sink.
Yeah, very much in sync. Only a handful of frames. And then, hey, look, the World 4 forts paired up together. Stop me if you've seen this one before. Teeks goes top route, as does Macobra. Both take a hit. Both take a star, but Teeks is going to be the first one to get the upside down orb, with Macobra not too far behind.
And Jepezu is going to finally leave the first world.
Meanwhile, we got a development in this World 3. It's a 3-forter. That lock to the south did not break, despite playing 2 forts.
So we might have had a prize island lock.
And with that lock not appearing to be required, I would not be surprised if it was the World 1 fort.
There's the third one. I think Wendy's behind that fort.
And Teeks has found a 1-1 with a cheap. One that tends to chase Mario down wherever he goes.
And oh, a pincer attacked Rat Boy there.
Very unfortunate. And it is 3F1, although that easily could have been the World 1 fort, because that lock was not required at all.
Oh!
And I gotta give it up to Teeks for trying for door 3, didn't get it, while Macobra goes down in 1-1.
Okay, there's power-ups here. But is there a star? I mean, I'm sorry, is there a flower? Yes, there is.
I mean, don't get me wrong, a star would have been nice, but the fire flower helps for getting rid of Boom Boom much faster.
Alright, so one of the bros had hammer.
Teeks didn't play any bros, so no hammer here, but right now there's only 2 worlds left where a hammer could be in play, so it's not that big of a deal. And Cobra hits a door 3. Love to see it.
Oh, dope, I missed it.
Yeah, so did I. Chat picked us up on that one. Okay, chat, what world is next, as now Macobra is in the World 2 airship? I'll say 1.
1.
It wound up being Pipe Maze World 7, and we're starting World 7 by playing 3 Pipe Monty.
And more pipe checks. I'm gonna turn around. Now, I think the pipe that Teek's checking is different from the one that... Ah.
And the final pipe as Rat Boy takes down Wendy.
Okay, well,
another pipe.
Alright, we found the promised land. There's
Cobra
Atlantis.
found Atlantis.
But it's a fork, thankfully, so unless this is 5-9, it's not.
7-2, so Macobra picked a very good level to use a P-Wing in.
Yeah, just don't get hit though.
In fact, Teek's doing the exact same thing. I love the strat, love the sync, pipe to pipe. Tail assisted pipe to pipe is still a pipe to me.
Oh, Japezu tried to get the mast jump. Wall jump over the mast, but couldn't get it.
It looks really cool when you do get it, but it's not easy. And we got Spike for it. Bit of a longer fort just due to the amount of transitions that are in this fort, as there's 3 mandatory transitions in Spike Fort. Other forts don't have this problem. I mean, yeah, as nasty as 7F2 is, that's only 1 transition. This is 3.
And 7, then World 2 fort, no changes needed at all. It's already monochrome. Alright, let's see what Repo does.
Found Atlantis.
I think he's gonna slap on that P-Wing.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. Meanwhile, that second Muncher stage, that's a hammer. So if our runners have both hammers already, then that basically sets them up rest away, because there's only 2 spots where a hammer that can be used.
Yeah, because Ice and Water are done. It's just Desert and Giant now, so they are set. What's with the pallets? We had our runners do a graphics hack for tonight's weekly because it's Halloween season.
All 4 of our featured runners went the same route at the Promised Land. All 4 found Atlantis.
Oh.
And Boss Bass gets greeted with a white block right down the gullet, as we got a 2-Fort World 1, and we gotta play both levels
required.
at 6-1.
Oofta.
Six F3 Carpet Fort, the first of 2. Because we got to play both forts, so it doesn't really matter what order you take them on in, you just got to do them. Looked like Macobra went for the ground clip in 6F3, which is faster, but also very risky. Didn't get it, though. But he keeps his fire.
Let's see what Teeks does. Oh, no, right, he got a star.
Yeah, he got a star and had the lineup for the clip, but did not get the right sub-pixel. And no, look at this, Minion. A fort that is spooky all year round. 7F2.
I mean, the orange is fitting.
Yeah, it is. Pumpkins and whatnot. And the lava's pumpkin juice. Yeah, that makes perfect sense in my head canon.
Lost his speed there. Alright, Teeks is trying to creep up.
Look at Teeks fly through 7F2 with no fear whatsoever. That takes a lot of practice and a lot of confidence to be able to do because a missed input can easily lead to ragu.
Oh, was that a hammer suit I saw in their inventory? I guess Peach gave them one.
I did not see, but I'll check again next time their inventory. Oh no, that wasn't the Peach letter. That was the Bowser letter that had that.
Ah.
Oh, and to close out Grassland, Piranha Alley 7-8 with an angry sun. Now that is a scary combination as well.
Uh,
Good use of the power-up room there. Get a power-up as well as despawn the angry sun.
you generally take this pipe and you don't go for the normal paths unless you're feeling real saucy.
True. It's worth noting that the top speedrun categories for this game will play 7-8 and take that route to get the hammer suit and carry the hammer suit with them the rest of the game. Which at Bowser saves about 33 seconds. Now it's Gepezu in 7F2.
And now we've got Desert, Giant, and Sky left.
Let's go Sky. How about 5?
Sure.
It was Desert. And that's an interesting place for the lock because that cuts off the pipe.
Okay. We do have one graphics change. The clouds are frowning.
That is a rather clever change, I will admit.
Oh, and he'll say RIP on him.
Oh, Rat Boy getting bad hitboxes on those Fire Bros.
Okay, he's not going to music box it, because, he's not going to music box it. That's good, because he is going to get a cloud from this.
Rat Boy's in the airship now. So now it's 6-3. Kind of unusual to have an ice level in a desert, but it just feels like something out of Super Mario Odyssey. If you know, you know.
We have not seen 1F yet. And I don't believe we skipped any forts.
That sounds about right. Haven't skipped a single fort. And to respond to chat, yes, I can see the resemblance between this and the penultimate level of Kirby's Adventure, which is definitely a game worth playing, in my opinion.
Alright, Macobra is clouding this fort. which was Navy.
And now we have a World 4 airship.
Maybe that one is 1F, the one they didn't play.
Yep, very much so. It was definitely a lock in a very annoying spot.
A P-Wing, I think.
And Morton, not salty at all, just the one hit. And now we get Giant Land. Ooh, this is a very dark Giant Land.
Ah. Well, nothing but levels to the right, so we can safely ignore those. Oh,
Just
single
the one
forwarder.
fort. Deeks gets a star. 6F2 is our fort.
And now we've got Blood Ice.
Yep. Or it's whatever that red stuff is that kicked up in the I'm trying to think, what was it called? In The Last Jedi. Whatever that red dirt stuff was, it looks like it's coated this ice. And it looks gorgeous.
Alright, well, Fridge is done. That was the answer because it was the only one that could be. Here's Iggy. How questionable is this hitbox going to be tonight?
Can't be any more questionable than that Fire Bro hitbox we saw in Rat Boy's end earlier. But Macobra gets the fire kill.
Alright. Alcatraz is still out there. 5-3 is still out there. 5-9 is still out there.
7566, as well as both 8182. Although I would argue that 81 is the nastier level, as we get Air Force.
Alright, they made the bridge because they can't do anything else.
And here
3-6.
we have 3-6. Wow, I just noticed something. You're not gonna have a hard time seeing fire chomps on this background. It's like they spawned in the goal, but everywhere.
They rose from those tombs.
Cheeks is a cloud and is skipping it, going right for Paradox Pipe.
Or the opposite of Paradox Pipe. But yeah, with that cloud,
another
Teak 6 to lead.
4.
Up next, 7-9. Oh, wow, we forgot to name
Yeah,
this level.
this could get scary in a hurry. Yep,
We have Rubber Band Cheap
Cheap.
Cheap.
Any of these runners thinking of clipping through this level, that Cheap's gonna really make them think twice about that. Teeks gets mid-clip, so
That one's safe to do at least.
Yeah, that one's always safe to do. It's also a good time saver. Cuts out the last bit of jumping up, backtracking, all that stuff that 7-9 makes you do. Oh, Rat Boy gets a marathon.
And now he's gonna cloud that level. Put the bros to sleep and just be on his way. There we go.
Chat's already calling out bridges as I already see a 3. I'm gonna go for the ultimate trick on this trick-or-treat affair and say it's gonna be a treat for chat, a trick for the runners, 4 bridges.
I'm gonna say 0, but all 4 locks are directly in the way of each and every fort.
So 0 bridges, but all required. Okay, gotcha. Makes sense.
Well, there's one.
Well,
There's
there's
2 forts right there.
up front, and we start with Forgotten Fort 5F1.
Another hammer strip from Peach, so they can go ahead and spend 1 if they need to.
And now we get a hand level. Late in the proceedings, but it's still an item, but the value of said item could be, depending on what it is, a hammer's useless, a music box is useless, a frog
Bravo.
spear, I guess it's good for memes.
Prepping
And
for
we
a
get
Fort
super
Knox, which is
tanked.
not. No Fort Knox here.
There is a lock. And we get 4-6 with giant enemies. Now, Boss Bass generally does not spawn with the giant enemy set except for 4-2. So no need to worry about the big fish here. Unless you go in the door. Because if you go in the door, you change the enemy set.
Yeah, because how 4-6 is, it's basically, it has 2 parts, two maps. They are identical in every way except enemies. That's why it's an enemy change. They're 2 separate areas, not the same area.
Interesting. So one of the pipes in the dark maze went behind the lock, and it's a 1 bridger, and we have to play 4-2, and there's a boss bass. Oh, but it's replaced with the giant Goomba. Yeah, that's what happens when boss bass shows up with giant enemies. Some glitchy effects happen.
Yeah, whatever routing Macobra did paid off in dividends.
It certainly did, but here comes Teeks. They're both on the final screen with Macobra entering Bowser's castle first. Hammer takes down Boo. I see a lot of red with Bowser's castle, but you know what? That's perfectly fine because, hey, it's Bowser's castle.
And he gets to
Second
clip
try
second
clip
try.
for Macobra. Here comes Teeks into Bowser's Castle, but it is likely going to be too little too late. But still a very good run for Teeks. As for Macobra, hi Bowser, bye Bowser, get your GGs in chat for Macobra52. Meanwhile, here comes Teeks approaching the clip point. Doesn't get it first try. Gonna try it again, going for a third attempt. Will it be 5 the charm? Yes! Meanwhile,
That's a
Teeks is
32.
approaching Bowser as Gepezu is in 5F1, Rat Boy in 4F2, I believe. As for Teeks, it is hi Bowser, bye Bowser, get your GGs in chat for Teeks.
And Red Boy's about to make his way to Bowser. Alright, so Makobo 52 clocked in at 32.55, Teeks 88 at 33.35, and we have a third placement with High Flyer at 34.08.
Wow. So some very good finishes tonight. And Rat Boy hit the mac and cheese.
First try swipe clip. So all that's left is hammers to the face.
To see it. And Gepezu gets rid of the boss bass by going into the door. Very smart move. Meanwhile, get your GGs in chat for Rat Boy, who has taken out Bowser with the hammers. Locking in at an official time of
34.28.
outstanding finishes on Restream tonight, as we have 3 of our 4 runners go into Bowser's Castle, one after another after another. You love to see it. We're joined now by our winner, Macobra52. GG.
GG.
That was a very nice run where you and Teeks were going back and forth, back and forth. It was amazing to watch.
GG's, yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. It's great to get back in the weeklies again. You know, not having to do all the pressure, tournament matches and stuff. It's actually that was a lot of fun.
Oh, it certainly was, and this seed certainly had its mean tricks, but it also had its treats. Like, how about finding Atlantis and 7-8? And one of those you had to play, the other you didn't.
Yeah, that Junction World 7, I believe. It was either Atlantis or 7-2. I happened to quit the queuing, which was nice, too.
Yeah, that was a very good play. You know, speaking of mean tricks, World 6 starting with 7-1, you go into 7-6. Couple runners go die. Try the other level for a power up. It's 7-1.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
it was a
diabolical.
Oh my gosh, it's like what a start to this horror themed variant here. Wow.
And then we're joined with the runner-up and Teeks 88. GG.
GG, thank you.
GG, Teeks. That was a great run. Like I was telling Macobra, you two were going back and forth, swapping the lead throughout. It was amazing to watch.
I'm happy to hear it. Oh, always love a close race.
Oh yeah.
Oh
no!
It's okay. It's a spare.
Sauce.
Although Giant Link did take 5th place at 36.50.
Yeah, not much to say about the seed overall. It seemed pretty linear for the most part. Just not much decision making wise. Which I always like those kind of seeds.
Yeah.
A seed like this
we-
really tests your execution, I feel.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I was a little concerned with the World 7 layout just because it starts you off with those 3 pipes. So, but when you do it, like, from right to left by, like, process of elimination, it just brings you straight to the promised land anyway. And I think there's only one fort you had to play, and it was just right up there on that same island. There weren't really even any places to, like, really consider any hammer plays, considering you didn't really get it until the latter half of the seed, and by that point, like, 3 and 6 were already done, so the only place left was 2, and yeah, that path was open.
Yeah, 2 is a no-brainer. Just hammer the rock, because that lock was lock was blocking the pipe there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also gotta say, like, that's the first time I've played the Gothic theme in close to 3 years, and I completely forgot how dark it actually was. So when it was a bit spooky just going into 7-6, just like right out of the gates. So I almost forgot how to do the elevator portion at the end.
Oh yeah, what a start to this
I'm
format.
gonna tell you, this 7-6 gave all of you trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the enemy sets weren't even that bad. It was just like the first set when you get right up the stairs because you have those big Koopas to deal with. But yeah, I was hesitating a lot of like just trying to direct myself between the spikes, and I almost got sniped by the plant at the end, and the elevator was like very close to expiring before I left. So.
Man.
But yeah, other than that, like I think the only really particularly risky things I went for was door 3 and didn't get it, and then I played that hand 1 panel right in the first screen of World 8, and then I think the Air Force ended up being behind it. So I figure, like, you know, play 2 forts that are right on the first screen, maybe have a 50-50 chance that don't really have to struggle too much with any bridges or anything. So I don't know if that actually paid off or not.
I think you had the lead going into World 8, but then Makoba took it from you. So I
just played the first fort and just explored from there.
Oh, okay, that would easily do it then. That would easily
Yeah.
make up like 40 seconds discrepancy.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't need the Air Force. I'm just gonna go and see what happens.
Yeah, that was probably the best decision to make, but like, yeah, I just didn't want to like regret just playing every other fort and then it's like it's that one behind the level panel that no one wants to play.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you win some, you lose some.
I mean, I probably would have done the same thing, gone to that other fort, just so I wouldn't have to return to this, the first area.
Mhm.
Yeah, can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing unless the stage was like 5-9 or Atlantis, and then I'm like, you know what? If I have to return in here, then it's GG. But I'm not dealing with that.
Mhm.
That World 6 layout was interesting. Unfortunately I forgot to play the fort and I got to the lock. I'm like, oh crap, what happened here? Did something happen with the patch, you know? And I was like, oh, there's a fort back here. Hello. So I went back and had to play the fort, unfortunately.
Yeah, the
No,
novelty as this color hack is it is kind of rough on the eyes at some points, because I saw there was a point where Teeks phased through a rotodisc and I didn't realize it was invincible at the time.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I gave it one run through just to have a refresher on what it was like and stuff, and it's not finished obviously, but it's mostly there, you know. And I do like graphical changes too, like all the coffins and like the skeletons in places too.
Mhm.
gives a appropriate makeover.
It does what it needs to, at least. So, Japezu cleared it at 3807. There is one last racer remaining, but the 4 restreamed are done. So, what do we have going on in the future?
Well, we have one more Saturday before the in-person Speed Gaming Live event, so we might do something there. To be decided, though.
Yeah, we can workshop another a different weekly idea. Like we have your brand new patcher. Maybe we can magic something with that.
Yeah, definitely. I would actually, particularly, definitely would like to really show off the open mode because there's a lot of progress there, and it opens up the game a whole lot more. It gives you more decision making, more freedom to play the game any way you choose. I think that's definitely the one to show off next.
And chat pointing out that Human Mustard has wrapped at 43.32.
And race
Yep,
over.
43.32. GG.
GG, yeah, he's mentioning he struggled a bit at the start with 2 game overs, I believe, but yeah, it's unfortunate. I guess it was 7-6 mainly for him as well.
They tend to do that, even to the veterans.
Yep, everybody can have a rough start with the seed sometime. And yeah, that 7-6 start was amongst the tougher starts I've seen. Not nearly as rough as one tournament race that I was on call for, where the runners struggled with 7-1 for a while. That was brutal. I felt bad too.
Yeah, but hearing that the other option was 7-1 just to get power up, that was crazy. It's like, wow. Both clicking levels right at the start there, so it's like pick your poison in a way. I mean, of course, you pick 7-6, but crazy stuff. But yeah, it was great to get back in the weeklies again. Thank you to Speed Gaming for hosting as always, and for y'all for doing commentary. Really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much. It's
You
been a
are
very long
welcome.
time since I've done any sort of rando race or weekly or whatnot, so it's good to get back into the swing of things. This was a nice change of pace.
Oh, it definitely was. It was our pleasure to do commentary this evening. And as always, Dust Minion, a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sorry I resigned out of it. It's hard to get used to looking at 4 screens at once again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, I hear you. There's always something that gets lost in the shuffle when there's 4 screens. We do our best, but believe me, we can't see everything. Because to err is human, after all. We have our limits. But we do the best we can within those limits.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of erring, I might want to consider playing next week.
Oh, before we get out of here, Macobra, how about we go over the SG Live in-person tournament that's going to be coming up in 2 weeks?
All right. So yeah, it's 2 weeks. Gonna be in person in Herndon, Virginia. Pro is actually the one organizing that one. I believe we have Stewie Cartman, Animation United, confirmed to be in that as well. And yeah, I believe it's gonna be a similar format to the online tournament. It's just gonna be like a double elimination type deal. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll watch and cheer them on when it happens.
And that is 2 weeks from now?
Yes.
Right. Yep. That weekend, October. What is it?
November.
November. I'm
It's
sorry.
it's basically Veterans Day weekend in the United States.
November 9th through the 12th. Yep. There we go.
Yeah, stay tuned for that, folks, and we'll see you next week, hopefully, with a different idea.
Oh, we'll get
Yeah.
something cooking for that. But before we get out of here, please be sure to follow all 4 of our featured runners. They did a fantastic job tonight with a seed that definitely had some tricks and some treats, which is perfect in theme for the Halloween season. Also, feel free to give myself and my co-commentator partner Dust Minion a follow if you feel so inclined. This was a lot of fun, and chat has one last question before we get out of here. In person will be streamed ? Do we have any details on that as of yet?
But obviously they have several other tournaments going on at the same time, so they can't stream every match, but I'm sure we'll definitely get some Mario Free Randomizer on the restream. But yeah, that'll be up to the restream folks to decide there. I know for sure they'll definitely get the finals, if anything else, for all the tournaments. So we shall see.
All right then. Well, thank you, our runners, for entertaining us with this match.
It was a pleasure to be a part of it, and thank you again for the commentary. And looking forward to the next one.
All right.
We'll definitely
As
shelf
always.
the we'll definitely shelf the golf patch because it's a Halloween type thing we like to do on occasion. But yeah, we'll definitely have something refreshing in store next week.
Yep. We'll get the brainstorming real quick.
And I'm
that
looking forward to it as always.
And that about does it for me. How about you?
That does it for me. I'm due for some sleep because this week wore me out between a number of different things going on. I will leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, Dust Minion, as always, pleasure doing comms with you. And for our 4 restream runners, Teeks88, Ratboy42, Macobra52, and Japezu, my co-commentator, Dust Minion, and everyone behind the scenes at Speed Gaming, I'm Leslie Pro. Good night, and have a safe and happy Halloween.
Goodbye for now.
Everyone.